Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Vest is they follow the important money. The hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart as low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You're probably familiar with a pillow commercial that's everywhere. It's on TV. And wherever you put it, you get the pillows, this new pillow that's out. You know what? You don't need a pillow good night's sleep. You want to make sure your investments are safe. That's where you get the good night's sleep. And that's what you get here at Phil's Gang with our technology. It's built in to show you when your stock is ready to fail, when your stock is ready to rally. That's right, it follows the money. You don't need a pillow, you need Phil's Gang. That's how you get a good night's sleep. You'll always know well in advance if the market's going to collapse or your stock. Join my gang, philsgang.com. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years, and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're a teaching format, and boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated is so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated, but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que St. Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. they pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
If you're looking to make extra income, if you're looking to pay off bills and plan for your retirement, then check out philsgang.com. Philsgang.com is an online educational service that informs you, coaches you, and guides you on how to invest in the stock market. Get daily advice to buy stocks, short stocks, and learn when to get out of your positions. Philsgang.com provides daily webinars, alerts, educational tutorials, and all material is archived. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
The only thing that looks good is the stock market, but if you raise interest rates even a little bit, that's going to come crashing down. We are in a big, fat, ugly bubble.
Now, the stock market that President-elect Trump so wisely identified during his campaign as a big, fat, ugly bubble now becomes one of his greatest potential liabilities of his presidency. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. We got a lot to talk about today, especially some stocks. We have some great stocks for you, some great stock ideas that may help you. But let's get started first with everybody freaking out over Jeff Sessions and his Russian connection. You talk about hypocrisy, I'm going to point it out to you. Listen to this.
NBC News confirming Attorney General Jeff Sessions met with Russia's ambassador to the U.S. right in the thick of the 2016 campaign.
This is a really, really big deal.
Democrats, of course, going further, calling for his resignation.
Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi calling for Sessions to resign as Attorney General.
He should have recused himself before this story came out. Yeah, that he couldn't oversee an investigation.
This is bad.
Oh, this is bad. Yeah, should have recused himself. But wait a minute. Remember this?
I did see President Clinton at the Phoenix airport as I was leaving, and he spoke to myself and my husband on the plane. Our conversation was a great deal about his grandchildren. It was primarily social and about our travels.
Oh, what a lie. So, wait a minute. Nobody asked or nobody complained about Loretta Lynch. Now, she did so. She interfered in the election. If she did her job, Hillary should have never been in the race to begin with. She would have been prosecuted. But no. Are you kidding me? That didn't happen. So let's think about it. So they are trying to use this Russian thing that Trump got elected through because of the connections with the Russians. And we got to do all this stuff. We got to do investigation. But no investigation with Loretta Lynch. Nobody called for an investigation there. Or how about with Holder? How about when he was the head cop? Holder, Eric Holder. How come nobody called for an investigation when he, before he became the top cop, Attorney General, he represented he has a law firm in Washington, and guess who his clients were? All the top 9 banks. The top 9 banks in this country, he represented him and his firm when he was in private practice. And then that's how he was picked to be the Attorney General. So the 9 largest banks who funded Obama, who got him into the White House, made sure that their lawyer was the top cop. the U.S. Attorney General. And you remember, they did a big 60-minute story. Why aren't you putting anybody in jail, especially Jamie Dimon? I mean, he knew he was breaking the law. And he turned around and said, no, we can't do that. Because if
no Wall Street prosecutions, no Wall Street bankers went to jail. Why were there no bankers in jail?
If we could have made those cases, it was simply we were simply unable to do that.
Yeah, they were simply unable to do it. But during the savings and loan crises, over 54 bankers went to jail and they served serious time. Not only did they serve serious time, but they had to give back their gains. That's right. Any money that they made, they had to give them back. It was all clawed back. You talk about hypocrisy. What hypocrisy? Unbelievable. Now, here's the biggest, I can't stand this guy, hypocrite, Schumer.
The information reported last night makes it clear, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that Attorney General Sessions cannot possibly lead an investigation into Russian interference in our elections or come anywhere near it, because the Department of Justice should be above reproach for the good of the country.
Well, above reproach for the good of the country. So Loretta Lynch was okay sitting with Bill Clinton, and they cut a deal to make sure that Hillary could stay in the race, cut a deal that she wouldn't be prosecuted. I don't get that. Here's Jeff Sessions.
Well, I have not met with any Russians at any time to discuss any political campaign, and those remarks are unbelievable to me and are false, and I don't have anything else to say about that.
So, whose word would you take? Jeff Sessions? Or would you take the word of Chuck Schumer? Are you kidding me? Schumer is so crooked. He's as crooked as a corkscrew. Are you kidding me? Schumer? This guy is so bad. Unbelievable. Now, here's Joe Biden talking about the media.
Let me tell you. Let me say something. I've been covered by the very best in the business and some of the worst. Some of you press guys are lousy, just like some senators are lousy, like doctors are lousy, lawyers are lousy. We should never challenge the basic truth that an independent and free press is a fundamental element in functioning of our democracy. But the idea to question the actual legitimacy of a free press is one of the most dangerous things out there.
Yeah, if we had a free press, but we don't have a free press. The press, they have been merged into 6 major outlets, 6 major companies. 6 major companies, all owned by left-wing, so left liberals. Incredible. Oh, I'm with Biden. But that's not what we have. We only have 6 outlets now. 6. They control everything that you think. Didn't you hear, what was the other day when on MSNBC, and Mika on Morning Joe, what did she say? Oh no, we should control what you think. Remember what she said? We should control what you think. This is MSNBC. I can't believe that. That's what I'm talking about. I'll find that cut and play it, but it's just unbelievable. But anyways, I want to get back to the market. I told you yesterday, the stock market, we had a 350-point rally in the market. I said, wait a minute, cool it. We got to wait till the next day. I want to see if there's a follow-through in the market. If there's a follow-through, it means the market's got legs. If there's no follow-through, all it was pure added emotion. Just emotion, more emotion from the night before when President Trump made his wonderful speech. Well, guess what? There's no follow-through today. Market's down 63 points after it went up 300 points, over 350 points yesterday. This market, nothing has changed. Right now, it's all about just enthusiasm. That's all. That's all. Everybody's just all enthused over all the things he's going to do. Now, we have the cut. Listen, let's see if I can find it.
He's doing, what are you so surprised about? He's doing exactly what he said he's going to do.
Well, and I think that the dangerous, edges here are that he's trying to undermine the media, trying to make up his own facts, And it could be that while unemployment and the economy worsens, he could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think. And that is our job.
That is our job. There you go. There's six companies out there. 6. All owned by left-wing nuts. Are you kidding me? It just makes you upset, doesn't it? It makes me upset. But I'll tell you what isn't making me upset. What I'm really getting excited about is the stock market. Finally, we're getting the volatility. Think about it. We went up 350 points. Now today we're down 72 points. That's how you make money in the market. We'll talk about making money when we get back. Here at Phil's Gang, it is now 15 past the hour at Phil's Gang. Join my gang now.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time, real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years, and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil's subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You know the stock market goes up 72% of the time? Then why is it that the retail customer, 80% of the time, have lost money? Because they don't know when to get out. And that's why I'm providing a product called my MV2 chart that solves that problem. It's always about when do I get out? That problem has been solved. Check it out, my MV2 chart. Don't miss it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Here comes a new president, new beginnings, and new hopes, which can also bring volatile times. Many investors get spooked and begin to question their investments. But the thing to realize is that market volatility is inevitable, and it's a great opportunity to get in the stock market. No one at philsgang.com will tell you when the market correction is coming, and we will not promise you you're going to get rich, but we will guarantee you a good night's sleep. At philsgang.com, our number one goal is to inform investors who want to learn and invest in the stock market. We provide daily investment teaching strategies and the analysis of charting the stock market. You are informed around the clock with market webinars, market updates, working investor programs, and financial updates throughout the day. Plus, you'll enjoy the Phil's Gang customer service. Be prepared for market volatility and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Would you like to know how to secure your financial future? At philsgang.com, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang staff teaches and coaches you to build a successful investing plan to achieve your goals. philsgang.com gives you instruction on how to find low-risk, high-potential investing opportunities in the stock market. If you're new to the stock market and want to master the basics of stock investing and learn how to invest in stocks with little risk, then philsgang.com is your place. Learn from their extensive collection of educational videos about investing strategies and the analysis of charting. Every weekday, philsgang.com hosts live market webinars. They post market updates throughout the day. They have working investor programs, and they provide financial updates throughout the day, and all material is archived. For only $39.95 a month, there is no other service like Phil's Gang offers. Start the new year off right. Secure your financial future with philsgang.com. Give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
Attorney General's there. Let me go say hi. I mean, you can sort of see how this happens, and then you're hurt. You look up, and you're like, what are you supposed to do? Kick a former president off your plane? But what I'm saying is, can you picture how that happens and how people make a human error here? Yes. Not in this case. No. Well,
that's right. No, absolutely. And one last one. I just got to do this because the hypocrites are unbelievable. Nobody asked for an investigation when it came to Clintons and their donations and when they put together the Russian uranium deal. Listen.
Bill Clinton's steady stream of cash flow while Hillary Clinton was the Secretary of State. While Hillary Clinton was the country's top diplomat, the State Department and other U.S. government agencies approved a deal that gave the Russian government control of 1/5 of all uranium production capacity in the United States. At the same time, the chairman of the company that sold the uranium production interests to the Russians used his family foundation to make contributions to the Clinton Foundation totaling $2.35 million.
No investigation there. Where's Schumer on that one? How come Schumer didn't ask for that one? It's unbelievable. You know, that's why in the morning I say to my gang, when the market opens, you got to put all the noise aside. Lose your opinion before you lose your money. Because when you go into the stock market, and that's why charting is a beautiful thing, because you don't listen to the noise. This is all noise. Yes, it's good to know. It's good for background. You know, it is helpful, but not when it comes to investing. When it comes to investing, it's all about one thing. The market is totally detached. It's totally detached from its stock. If a stock is at $86, it has nothing to do with what the company's doing. Actually, it doesn't. It doesn't. It all has to do with how many of the 9 largest banks are buying that particular company. How about the 5 biggest hedge funds? When those hedge funds and banks get together to buy the company, they don't care what the numbers are. They don't care what the company's doing. What do they care? Do you really think they care about the return on assets, return on equity? Of course not. They don't care about any of that. They tell you they do. They talk about it, so they sound important on TV, but they don't care. The 9 biggest banks will get together, as they say, with all the big hedge funds. They'll get together with the 401k managers. You know, and by the way, the only people that did not make money in this rally of a 258% rally since 2009 are the folks in the 401k. Well, if we have time, we'll talk about that too. But let's get to our stock corner. Make some money.
The Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 Stock Charts.
You know, we talk about every day charting. And because charting, you just, as I said a moment ago, it's beautiful. You don't have to worry about knowing anything about the company. Matter of fact, the less you know about the company, the better. If you go start checking out all the details, their gross profits, and all the returns on assets, and all their PE ratios, and price to sales, and price to book, and profit margin, means nothing. It used to in the 50s and the 60s, even the 70s. But once we went to discount brokerage, and once they developed The 401k industry, they call it the mutual fund industry, totally different. Totally different. Once we went to discount brokerage, and once we went to making sure no more pension funds, now you take this law, tax law, 401k, and stuff in it the mutual fund. The mutual fund industry was a tiny cottage industry. And then when we shipped our labor overseas, because we couldn't compete anymore because the unions wanted everything, so they shipped all their stuff overseas. Well, the company couldn't afford pensions anymore because a pension was a wonderful thing. So they got rid of pensions, and that's when Wall Street said, "Hey, I know how we do, buddy. There's a tax law called 401k, which we give 401ks to our top executives, and we put in there all their goodies. It's a tax deduction for them. Why don't we take that?" And we'll take this little cottage industry nobody even knows about, mutual fund industry, and we'll pretend that will be for retirement. And we'll take mutual funds and stick it into this tax law called 401k. But the fees are so incredibly bad. So the idea was not to help the people, not take the place of the pension fund. The idea was to build a cottage industry into a huge, giant industry where the wealth was incredible. Screwing clients with fee. Every 1% fee, remember, you lose 30% of your money. Check it out. I'm not lying. 1% of your fee, you lose 30% of your 401k money. But in most, the minimum you're going to pay is 2%. So half. Let's just say half. Be concerned. Half. It's the worst thing in the world. And I'm just reading today how they're talking about this 258% rally we had. Very, very few made any money because of the fees. Okay, I wanted to. We talk about a lot of people just don't have time, and they don't want to get involved. Okay, they love to be in the market. They'd love to make money. They don't know what to do. They're getting close to retirement. They haven't got nearly enough money to retire. And they love to be in the market, but they're scared to death because they tell every day they always get in and they make money in a way up, but they never get it out in time. When the market crashes and you have these corrections, they never get it back out in time because it's not the interest of your money manager to get it out for you in time. It's not in his best interest because he makes money on the size of the fund. He doesn't make money on performance. He doesn't make money on what he makes for you, the returns he gets for you. So that's why I designed my chart. Now, in our chart, and you can go to my site, philsgang.com. I'm not making this up. You go look at some of the returns that we've made on our MV2 chart. Just the easy color-coded chart. Takes no time to use. It's designed for very, very busy people. Just give you a couple. Gold mining stock, GDX, mutual fund, 13%. Nice low oil company, WLL. It went from red to green, and on that green, it was 30%. Rig, another beautiful oil driller, 21%. There's a lot more in there. But the key is it's easy to make that money. But if you were in a 401k, you would never be able to keep that 13%, 30%, or 21%. You'd always give it back because no one's going to tell you to get out. Why would they? Why would they? It's not in their interest. But with charting, and my chart, the MV2, you know when to get out, so you capture those gains and keep them. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Call now, 877-600-GANG. They're waiting for your call. Try it for 30 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software, I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who's also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. If you're a Phil's Gang member or a fan of the Phil's Gang show, then you need the all-new Phil's Gang hat. Now available in a variety of colors and cool comfort styles for only $25. You can show your Phil's Gang pride with the stylish Are You Nuts hat or Phil's Gang logo hat. Don't wait. Go to philsgang.com and click on the shopping cart icon to order your hat today or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que St. Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
If you're looking to make extra income, if you're looking to pay off bills and plan for your retirement, then check out philsgang.com. Philsgang.com is an online educational service that informs you, coaches you, and guides you on how to invest in the stock market. Get daily advice to buy stocks, short stocks, and learn when to get out of your positions. Philsgang.com provides daily webinars, alerts, educational tutorials, and all material is archived. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, if you recall, listen to this.
The only thing that looks good is the stock market, but if you raise interest rates even a little bit, that's going to come crashing down. We are in a big, fat, ugly bubble.
But since then, he's taken credit. He's starting to take credit. And it is so dangerous. He was so smart in the very beginning when he was running to point out the potential, the liabilities of the market. Now he's taking credit. Listen to this.
Take a look at what's going on with the stock market. Trillions of dollars of value have been created since I won the election. I mean, trillions. And in fact, it was very interesting. On Friday, it looked like for the first time in 11 or 12 sessions, the market might go down a little bit, and it was down, down, down. There was like 15 seconds left, and all of a sudden it shot up.
My God, so dangerous. So dangerous he's doing this. This is one of his biggest liabilities right now. Now, maybe he's putting his, I don't know, his name on it, maybe out of habit. I don't know. Maybe, or out of his own unchecked enthusiasm. That's why maybe he's taking ownership of the rally. I mean, he puts his name on every building, so it may be just out of habit. I don't know. I don't know why he's doing it. It's crazy. By letting it bear his name, as if it was one of his properties, is nuts. The difference is his properties have real value. They're brick and mortar. The stock market has no value. It's all air. It's all air. It's all pumped up. The entire market is where it is because of these fake low rates. And like he said, he contradicting himself. He's saying now, well, you raise rates, it's over for the market. But he's not saying that anymore. The rally is a big, fat, ugly bubble. Just like the dollar. Both are backed by nothing but air. And yes, there's going to be a real problem. When this market starts to collapse, nobody's going to be able to stop it. See, he knew it was a big, fat, ugly bubble when he said so. He knew it was artificial because as a businessman, he knew that the U.S. economy never had a recovery. It was a false narrative that we were in a recovery. It was all put forward by the Obama administration and the Federal Reserve, the owners. Trump also knew the big, fat, ugly bubble was being created by the owners of the banking cartel, who 80% of their wealth come from the stock market. So the guys that own the private company called the Federal Reserve, the banking cartel, 80% of their wealth comes from stocks. They simply front-loaded, and Trump knew this. I talked to him about it. They simply front-loaded the 258% stock market rally since 2009 by providing to CEOs of the largest publicly traded companies like IBM and FedEx and Microsoft and all these other major companies that they own shares of. Remember, these guys that own the Federal Reserve, the banking cartel, own shares of these companies. 80% of their income comes from stocks. So they turn around and they make sure they give interest-free money to the CEOs of the companies that they have their investment in. So when they give them money, zero money, they go out and buy their own stock, and these guys would make a ton of money because they own those specific stocks of these CEOs. The cartel, the owners, increased their value by $6 trillion. Wouldn't you like to know that? Wouldn't you like to be sitting there, you're an owner of the Federal Reserve, and you know, and here comes an IBM CEO. You give him $4 million to go buy his own stocks. You know the stocks are going to go up. So you buy 500,000 shares. How do you lose? They didn't. That's why they made $6 trillion, and the CEOs, who their compensation is tied to where the stock price is, made $2.2 trillion. Trump knew all this. That's why he called it a big, fat, ugly bubble. And as soon as interest rates go up, it's over. It's over. Because here's the problem. When the market starts to fall, you can't start cutting rates because they never raised rates. That's the problem. See, the big mistake he's making is, unfortunately, today, with the promise of the expanding the military infrastructure, along with the big monster tax cuts for large corporations and tax cuts for the hardworking middle class, which also, of course, includes the small business on Main Street. So we have seen a 12% rally since election night, or $3 trillion. Instead of the President Trump telling the people that he resents the rally being labeled Trump rally. He should say, I resent it. I resent it. And remind the people the last 12% rally is owned by the Federal Reserve. It's part of the 258% rally. It's owned by them, not me. I resent this being told that it's just my name is on this. My name's on buildings, but I would never put my name on this big, fat, ugly bubble. So don't take this last 12% and put my name on it. See, this is what he should say. This is what he should say. Because he knows that when this market crashes due to raising rates and other things, that he can't get these deals done. He cannot get his deals done in time. He can't get them done in time. If he could just take a telephone and take his pen and get those big tax cuts to these big companies right now, today, then he could grow the economy from 1.5% to 3%, which means he can grow the country that is a 20 trillion economy. He could grow it to 30 trillion, which if we grow from 1.5% to 3%, from 20 trillion to 30 trillion, that's $6 trillion. That would cover the cost of expanding the military, the infrastructure. He'd cover it. But guess what? That's never going to happen. He's going to be tied up with the debt ceiling, trying to get through the debt ceiling, trying to raise the debt ceiling. That's going to be probably 7 to 8 months. Just to get through the debt ceiling battle he's going to have with Congress. This is going to be in the infrastructure program. And wait till he gets to wait till he gets to the Obama didn't care program. Because remember what he said about that? He said, well, I was a little mistaken.
Now, I have to tell you, it's an unbelievably complex subject. Nobody knew that health care could be so complicated.
Then he went on to say, it's going to take a lot longer than I thought. And guess what? I can't do the tax cuts first. I have to do Obamacare first. But then yesterday I heard this.
We are committed to pass tax reform. It will be very significant. So that's really our focus. We want to get this done by the August recess.
You'll never get it done by August. They'll never get the tax cuts done by August. So that means that when the interest rates go up, they can't get the tax cuts done in time to grow the economy from 1.5% to 3%, 20 trillion to 30 trillion to cover the expense. They got to go borrow the money. So that means the Treasury, that means that the Treasury Department is going to go to the Federal Reserve, print the money, and then they're going to say, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to sell the debt. So now they're going to sell the debt. But the problem with selling the debt, they sell the debt to investors. So the investors, instead of putting their money into the economy, instead of putting their money into savings, where a small business has to go to the bank to borrow money to expand his little business. Well, he goes to the bank. Well, guess what? The savings rate's low because nobody's putting their money in savings. They're loaning it to the government. So that means interest rates go up. That means the small business, he said, the rates are too high. I'm not going to expand. That means jobs don't expand. This is so bad what's going on. So bad. So that's why I'm telling you, for him to take credit for this, he should be saying, I don't want nothing to do with this, and remind everybody it's still a big, fat, ugly bubble, and it's going to collapse this summer. Remember, I'm the first one who said that. Guess who's saying it now? The Bank of America. We'll be right back. Join my gang right now. 877-600-GANG.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years and very much enjoy the software software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You're probably familiar with a pillow commercial that's everywhere. It's on TV. And wherever you put it, get the pillows, this new pillow that's out. You know what? You don't need a pillow good night's sleep. You want to make sure your investments are safe. That's where you get the good night's sleep. And that's what you get here at Phil's Gang with our technology. It's built in to show you when your stock is ready to fail, when your stock is ready to rally. That's right, it follows the money. You don't need a pillow. You need Phil's Gang. That's how you get a good night's sleep. You'll always know well in advance if the market's going to collapse or your stock. Join my gang, philsgang.com. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Anybody who puts money in my pocket is my friend, and Phil Grandy can do the same for you. Learn how to grow and invest your money. Here's Phil Grandy.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, I really feel bad because I just so upset that he's done this, that the president has taken now ownership of the market. Now, this means that when the market collapses, he's going to go, oh, my God, why did I do that? They will crush him because they tie the market to the economy when the market isn't the economy. It's not the economy. See, he should have said, look, this market's going to collapse. I don't want my name to it. I told you it was a big, fat, ugly bubble. And all these guys did at the Federal Reserve, the banking cartel that's privately owned by George Soros and the rest of them, they made a fortune. And what they did is they promoted and they funded Obama to the White House. And they ran everything. So they could take and drop interest rates down to zero to enrich themselves and their CEOs and make a fortune. What they would say to Obama, but this is going to be good for you. You go on, just do your thing, because when the stock market goes up, it's going to mask how bad your economy is, because people think the stock market is the economy. So we're going to get very rich by dropping the rates down to zero. We're going to fund you. You're going to go to the White House. You can create your dream Obama Didn't Care program, where you take 20 million people, 20 million poor people, you take half of them, and you stick them into Medicare, and you go to the states and force the states, Medicaid, stick them into Medicaid, and then you destroy the lives of 200 people who have insurance, 200 million people. You destroy their lives, their insurance. Their insurance goes through the roof. But you go do your thing. Go do your thing. See, and he should explain the president controls the policies. That's his job. But the Federal Reserve, the banking cartel, they control the interest rates. I don't control the interest rates, what the president should say, what Trump should say. He should explain. I don't control the interest rates. It's the interest rates that control the economy. And if they're not controlling these interest rates, I don't care who the president is. I don't care what policies they have. If they're not working together with the president, you're going to have a mess like they have right now. And that's why it's very important for him to get rid of on B. Remember, there were 35 Fed rate hikes in 1970, 20 in 1980, 11 in 1990s, 20 in 2000, and only 2 in 10 years under this president. Why? Because the guys who own the Federal Reserve, they didn't want to raise rates. If they could keep rates at zero, they could fund the CEOs. The CEOs could buy their stock. And those stocks, the guys that funded them, own those stocks. They got rich. This is what he should explain. But no, now he owns it. But what's that mean for us? Well, this is good, because now we're going to have great volatility. Look what happened. The market went up 300 points, 302 points yesterday on the fact that he made a wonderful speech. But he never gave a date when he says, when I'm going to cut the tax rate. He never gave a date when he's going to redo Obamacare. Everybody's thinking it's going to be immediate, when it's going to be about a year from now. It's going to be a year from now. And with the interest rates going up, and he can't get his tax cuts through, that means the CEOs of companies aren't going to invest in their company. That means the economy is not going to grow. To grow the economy from 1.5% or 20 trillion to 3% to 30 trillion, you need the CEOs to put money in their company in capital investment, machinery, and everything else. And then when he does that, they produce more, and people get wages, and the economy grows from 20 to 30 trillion. But he can't, it's not going to be a year before that happens. So in the meantime, he's going to start all these programs, building bridges, roads, and the military. So he's going to have to go borrow the money. So he's going to be like every other president. He's going to be creating more debt because he's not willing to cut. What he should do is cut the military budget, cut entitlements until he gets the Medicare fixed, until he gets the large corporations their tax cut. But he isn't willing to cut the military. I mean, he's not willing to cut the military and cut entitlements, so that it's like if I'm building on my house a room and my wages don't go up, I don't have any more savings, what do I have to do? If I don't want to borrow, I got to go cut something in my budget, so I won't take a vacation and I won't buy that extra car. Well, he's got to do something too, doesn't he? So what to the government? If they're going to spend $6 trillion in building the military and building the infrastructure and everything else they're going to do, and they don't have the $6 million, there's nowhere around to be found. And then you're going to go borrow the money. Are you kidding? Now you're adding debt. So that means we're going to be now taking in money, and we're going to be short $1 trillion every quarter. We're going to be short. This is a terrible thing. So I don't know where he got sideways. Does he really believe that he can get these things through within the next couple of months? No, his Treasury already said August, maybe with the tax cuts, and that's a lie. I don't know. But in the meantime, I've got to retire. You got to retire. If we dug J.P. Morgan up, he's second the motion. He wants to retire again. We all got to retire. And the problem is the retirement right now is terrible. What are you going to do, depend on Social Security? What are you, nuts? So I'm reaching out to you and say, look, I got a way that this will work. Matter of fact, tonight, if you go to my site, you can see I'm not lying about these returns. I just got a few. GDD 13%, WLL 30%, RIG 21%, a whole host of other ones in there. I'm not lying about that. And where do you get those returns from? How do you get those? Well, here's how you get them. When you get a stock like GE that goes from 28.30 to 31.78, you got to know to get out because it went back down again. And if you didn't know to get out, you lost that 12% gain. That's why people with 401ks are so discouraged, because nobody tells them when to get out. So that's just one. Here's another one. Here's another one right here. So we had Exxon. Exxon went up 8%, and then it turned around and went down 11%. Well, typical 401k. Gee, I made 8%. But wait a minute, I ended up with no money. Why? Nobody got me out. I didn't know when to get out. I didn't know when the hell to get out. I didn't get out of GE. I lost my profit. Didn't know when to get out of Exxon. I lost my profit. CVX. They're telling you on TV today. Buy CVX. Listen to these dopes.
It's crude oil, of course. You've been moving sideways as everything else has pushed higher, unabated. I think you're going to break to the upside. So what do we buy? One great stock to play, Chevron. Maybe you've heard of it. We've got a $120, $130 target on the stock. Excuse me.
What an idiot. So he's telling people to buy. Wait a minute. CVX? Are you kidding? My gang members have CVX. They got in on CVX when it was around $99, when it turned green. And then when it hit $119, that's a 20% gain, it turned red. Now it's still red. This thing has dropped 8%. It's still dropping at 8%. It's red. And this guy's telling people get in this stock. In this stock now. When it's, and he gives you a target of 130. Target. How does he know it's going to go to 130? I don't even know what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. And he knows this stock is going to go to 130. Don't you love it when these guys tell you, here's the price target, 130. Well, wait a minute. Why didn't you make it 129? I'd like to ask this guy, why didn't you make 129 or maybe 128? How'd you get 130? And this is why people hate the stock market. We're not going to hate the stock market with me, because I'm reaching out to you, and I'm going to help you, and you're going to help St. Jude's. And I'm not saying that every gang member made 13% on GDX or 30% on WLL or 21% on RIG. What I'm telling you is every gang member that has those stocks, they knew when to get in and they knew when to get out. But it's up to them when they get in. If it turned green and all of a sudden goes up 5% and they get in a little bit later, that's up to them. But what they do know is they go to bed at night, and if they're up 5%, instead of 30%, or 10% instead of 30%, that they don't have to worry. They don't have to worry because they know they're going to be able to get out. And that's the biggest problem with the market. So I want you, I'm reaching out to you right now. I got some wonderful stocks. Get started with me now. Try it for 4 weeks. 877-600-GANG. Call right now. They're waiting for your call. And just help St. Jude if you make some money. Call now. 877-600-GANG. See you on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.